Have you ever had to deal with that coworker who drains your energy, belittle your ideas, or create tension in every meeting? You're not alone. Toxic coworkers are everywhere. From the passive-aggressive emailer to the backhanded compliment giver, and the one who seems to turn every team win into their personal achievements. But here is the thing. You don't have to let them ruin your peace or productivity. In today's video, we are diving into proven communication strategies to deal with toxic coworkers without losing your cool or your job. Stay with me because this is not just about staying professional or ignoring them. It's about handling the situation wisely, setting boundaries, and protecting your mental space. So if you're ready with me on this one, give this video a like and stick with me to the very end so that you can get every detail that I'm about to share with you. And so let's get straight into it. The first thing I'll be sharing with you is understanding a toxic behavior. Let's start with a question. What exactly makes a person toxic at work? Toxic behavior goes beyond someone just being difficult or annoying. It's consistent patterns that undermines others, destroy team morale, create conflict, make people feel unsafe or disrespected. So here are a few types of toxic coworkers. The bully, they are very loud and aggressive and intimidate others. The underminer, they sabotage your ideas, discredit you, subtle digs. We also have the gossips, they spread drama and divide the teams. We have the passive aggressive, they give silent treatment, sarcastic comments, indirect hostility. And we also have the narcissist. It's always about them. They take credit but never blame. So why is this important? Because how you communicate with each type may differ, but the goal is the same: to protect your boundaries while remaining effective. The second thing I would like to share with you is the mindset shift before you speak. Before we talk about strategies, you need to ground yourself first. You cannot communicate effectively when you are emotionally triggered. So before you respond, ask yourself, is it about me or them? What do I want to achieve with this interaction? Am I reacting or responding? Your goal isn't to win. It's to maintain your peace, protect your credibility, and navigate the situation smartly. You can use the pause plus pivot technique. Pause emotionally, pivot to clarity. Don't let your emotions run the meeting or the email reply. The next thing I'll be sharing with you is the communication strategies that work. Let's now explore the communication tools you can use with toxic coworkers, categorized by approach. The first one is direct and assertive communication. Toxic people often thrive on lack of confrontation, so be respectfully assertive. For example, you can say this: when you interrupt me during meetings, it makes it hard for me to present my thoughts. I would appreciate if you would allow me finish my point before responding. The key point here is to use the I statements. Be specific about the behavior. Stay calm, firm, and neutral. Second thing is the gray rock technique. This is useful with dramatic or manipulative coworkers who feed off emotional reactions. And how does this work? Be emotionally non-reactive. Keep your responses bland, short, and factual. Don't feed the fire. For example, the toxic coworker comes to meet you and says, "Can you believe what the manager did today?" You can just reply by saying, "I haven't looked into it." Very simple, flat, no energy to hook into. The third one is boundaries and consequences. Sometimes you need to set hard boundaries. For example, you can say a thing like, "I'm happy to discuss this project with you, but not if the conversation becomes disrespectful. If it does, I'll need to step away and revisit it when we can talk calmly." This sets a clear line without being rude, and you are signaling that behavior has consequences. Another one is written follow-up. So if a coworker constantly shifts blame, misrepresents conversations, or creates confusion, just to make sure you document everything. Let me give you a tip here. For instance, after a meeting or a tricky chat, you can send a polite summary email saying, "This is just for instance, just to confirm our discussion. You'll be handling the client's follow-up while I finalize the report. Let me know if I missed anything." This will protect you and keep things professional. The next thing I'd like to share with you is what not to do. Now that we have talked about how to handle toxic co-workers effectively, let's flip the script and talk about what not to do. These mistakes might feel good in the moment, but they can make things worse for you and your professional reputation. So let's break them down now. First one is don't gossip or vent to the wrong people. It's tempting, we've all been there. That moment when you just want to blow off steam about your co-worker's attitude, snacky comment, or power trip. But here's the risk. Gossiping with co-workers, even the ones you trust, can create drama, damage your own credibility, make you look unprofessional or petty. And the worst part, words travel always. Instead, if you need to vent, do it with someone outside the workspace. A trusted friend, a mentor, a therapist. Keep it out of office emails. Another major point is don't try to fix them. This is a trap for empathetic people. You might think maybe if I'm kind enough, patient enough, they might change. But toxic behavior isn't usually about misunderstanding. It's about control, insecurity, or manipulation, things that are not yours to solve. Trying to fix a toxic coworker can lead to emotional burnout, you being taken advantage of, and even increased conflict. Instead, focus on your own responses, your boundaries, and your well-being. Lead by example, not by emotional rescue missions. Another thing is don't match their energy. Toxic people often bait you into reacting. They thrive on chaos, power plays, and emotional highs. If they yell, insult, or act sarcastically, it's easy to want to clap back with the same energy. But what happens? You get pulled into their drama and you might end up looking like the problem. For example, they roll their eyes and you snap. They raise their voice and you match it. Now both of you are being unprofessional. Instead, stay calm, measured, and firm. This keeps you in control and shows others that you are the stable and mature person in the room. Another point is don't take it personally. This might be the hardest part, I won't lie. When someone undermines you, disrespects you, or takes credit for your work, it's natural to feel attacked. But toxic behavior is often more about them than you. Their insecurities, their need for control, their fear of not being seen or valued. Internalizing it can drain your confidence, can affect your mental health, and cause overthinking and burnout. Instead, learn to emotionally detach. See their behavior as data, not a reflection of your worth. Say to yourself, this is about them, not me. I control how I respond. Another thing is don't avoid every conflict. Yes, sometimes the best response is to ignore, but silence is always golden. Avoiding conflict at all costs can make the toxic behavior worse because it sends the message that it's okay the way they treat you and that you won't push back. Instead, choose your battles wisely. When something crosses a line, address it calmly and directly. Boundaries require voice, not just distance. So remember, the wrong response can be as damaging as the toxic behavior itself. Stay strategic, stay professional, and protect your peace. Now let's talk about when it's time to escalate and what that looks like. If the behavior continues or crosses professional boundaries, escalate smartly. How do you do that? Document incidents, bring it to your manager or HR, stick to facts and not feelings. Keep records of all interactions. It's not about snitching, it's about creating a healthy workplace. And the last part I'll be sharing with you is protecting your mental health. Even with strategies, toxic co-workers can wear you down. That's why you need a support system outside work. Talk to a mentor, a friend, or a therapist. Also, take regular breaks, avoid unnecessary interactions. Your peace is more important than their drama. Toxic co-workers can be exhausting, but they don't have to destroy your work experience. By staying calm, communicating clearly, and setting firm boundaries, you can take your power back. You're not weak for being affected, you're wise for wanting to handle it with maturity. Let me know in the comment section what kind of toxic behavior have you had to deal with at work and how did you respond. If you have found this video very helpful, please like it and share it onto others that will be needing this. Now, my end screen here, you'll find a video here that promises you great value. Please do well to watch it. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. I appreciate you. And if you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe, because I promise you awesome content every other day. And until I see you in my next video, have an amazing day ahead, and bye for now.